John Deere just dropped a bombshell on the entire U.S. auto industry. That's right, the king of tractors is officially entering the pickup truck war with its all-new 2025 model, and the big names in Detroit did not see this coming. In a surprise announcement at a Midwest AgTech Expo, John Deere unveiled its first-ever consumer pickup truck, blending its farming legacy with cutting-edge technology. The 2025 John Deere Terrain HD isn't just a concept, it's hitting production, and it's targeting the heart of America. This isn't just about a new truck. This is about shaking up the status quo. Ford, GM, Ram, they've dominated rural America for decades. But now, John Deere is stepping out of the fields and onto the roads. Let's talk specs. The Terrain HD comes in both hybrid and full electric versions. The hybrid boasts a 750-mile range with a 3.5L turbocharged engine, paired with Deere's proprietary Smart Torque battery assist system. Meanwhile, the EV version, 600 miles on a single charge, powered by John Deere's own solid-state battery tech. No third-party supplier needed. And get this, it's built on a modular chassis designed for off-road, on-farm, and highway use. Translation? This thing is just as comfortable hauling bales of hay as it is towing a camper through the Rockies. The Terrain HD isn't just muscle. It's smart. The dashboard integrates with John Deere's farm management systems, allowing real-time syncing with tractors, combines, and even crop data from the field. Think of it as a mobile farm command center. But Deere didn't stop at farmers. They added luxury trim levels with heated leather seats, 15-inch infotainment screens, a panoramic roof, and yes, hands-free driving capabilities thanks to Deere's new AutoPath Plus system. And here's where it gets wild. The base model starts at just $39,995. That's nearly $5,000 less than the average price of a new pickup in America. Deere is betting big that buyers are tired of bloated prices and overcomplicated tech. In fact, insiders say Deere worked directly with Midwest co-ops and rural dealerships to create a direct-to-farmer pricing model, cutting out markups and passing savings straight to the buyer. Industry analysts are calling it a Category 5 disruption. Why? Because John Deere already owns rural loyalty. Their brand is trust. When a farmer sees that green and yellow logo, it means reliability, service, and American grit. Ford and GM, they're fighting over market share. Deere already has it. Think about this. In states like Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas, there are more John Deere service centers than Ford or Chevy dealers. That's an instant infrastructure advantage, and it could flip truck sales upside down. Wall Street was caught off guard. Deere & Co.'s stock jumped 12% overnight following the announcement, its biggest single-day gain in nearly a decade. Meanwhile, shares of Ford and GM dipped as investors scrambled to understand just how disruptive this move might be. Analysts are now reassessing John Deere, not just as an ag equipment maker, but as a full-blown mobility player. And with their robust R&D budget, vertically integrated supply chain, and loyal customer base, they might just be Detroit's biggest new threat. John Deere is playing chess while Detroit is still playing checkers. They're not trying to be flashy. They're being useful, and that's what the pickup market is built on. Across rural America, dealership managers are scrambling. Some are reportedly reaching out to John Deere to become certified Terrain HD sales points, while others worry they're about to lose a significant chunk of foot traffic, especially in areas where farming dominates local economies. Remember, the average rural buyer isn't just looking for a truck. They want parts, service, reliability. If John Deere is offering same-day service bundled with their existing equipment network, that's a major value at the legacy automakers can't easily match. Social media lit up within minutes of the reveal. On TikTok, the hashtag #JudgersJohnDeereTruck racked up over 20 million views in under 24 hours. Rural influencers, off-roaders, even die-hard Ford fans are posting reaction videos and hot takes. Some say it's the most exciting thing to happen to pickups in a decade. Others are calling it a farmer flex vehicle. But whether it's love or skepticism, everyone's talking. And that alone puts pressure on Detroit to respond. But here's the real kicker. The Terrain HD isn't just another pretty truck with screens and leather. Deere made sure it's farm-ready out of the gate. Optional packages include a 360-degree bed camera system for trailer hookups, solar panel trickle charging on the roof, plug-in power tools compatible with Deere's electric grid, and, get this, a fold-out workstation in the tailgate with built-in scales for weighing seed bags. This isn't gimmickry, it's function-first innovation, and it speaks to Deere's understanding of the working-class buyer in a way that many EV startups and legacy brands have missed. Republican lawmakers are already praising the truck as a return to real utility vehicles, while Democrats are highlighting its EV capabilities and job potential in green manufacturing. It's rare for one product to appeal to both sides of the aisle, but this one just might. But the biggest question now is, can John Deere scale it? They've got experience building millions of tractors. But trucks? That's a whole different game. Sources say Deere has already partnered with key U.S. manufacturing firms to ramp up production, with the first 50,000 units expected to roll off the line by late 2025. They're reportedly converting part of their Waterloo, Iowa facility into a dedicated truck assembly line. Deere isn't treating this like a side hustle. They're investing like they're in this to win it. And that's got everyone from Ford to Tesla watching very, very closely. And what about the EV market? Deere's entry could shake that up too. Rural buyers have been skeptical of electric trucks, citing range anxiety, durability, and lack of infrastructure. But Deere's Terrain EV solves two big pain points: range and serviceability. With solid-state batteries built in-house and a massive rural service network already in place, it might just be the first EV truck designed with farmers in mind. Compare that to the Cybertruck, which still hasn't proven itself off pavement, or the Lightning, which struggles to tow long distances. Deere's truck might not look futuristic, but it works, and that's what counts in flyover country. As news of the Terrain HD spreads, union leaders are watching closely. The United Auto Workers, already grappling with recent labor disputes at Ford, GM, and Stellantis, now face a new wrinkle: a non-union manufacturer entering the pickup space. John Deere's truck isn't being built under UAW contracts. That's raising concerns among labor groups about standards, wages, and long-term job security for Detroit's workforce, especially if Deere's truck gains significant market share. We respect Deere's engineering, but any major automaker entering this space should commit to American labor values. We want transparency on who builds these trucks and how they're treated. On the other hand, Deere's own workforce, represented by the UAW in some plants, has historically seen higher wages and strong benefits thanks to the company's profitability in the agriculture sector. It's a gray area, and both sides know it. And then there's the political impact. Deere's move into pickups is being hailed by some as a pro-America, pro-rural play, especially in election battleground states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Republican lawmakers are already praising the truck as a return to real utility vehicles, while Democrats are highlighting its EV capabilities and job potential in green manufacturing. It's rare for one product to appeal to both sides of the aisle, but this one just might. When an iconic brand like Deere makes a truck for working families, it's a win for American industry. Expect to see the Terrain HD featured in campaign ads, economic plans, and state-level incentive programs. With so much of the pickup market tied to identity, work, and patriotism, this truck isn't just transportation, it's political capital. John Deere isn't sticking to just farm country either. Sources say the company plans to launch a nationwide dealer expansion in phases, starting with agricultural hubs, then moving into suburban and exurban markets, partnering with multi-brand dealerships, and even considering standalone Terrain HD showrooms. Deere's aiming to establish 300 certified truck retailers by the end of 2026. And yes, test drive events, loyalty discounts for current equipment owners, and fleet leasing programs are all in the works. And for those wondering about availability, pre-orders open this fall, with deliveries beginning in Q3 of 2025. Early adopters will get access to Deere's FarmSync app suite, free charging station credits, and even discounts on attachments and trailers. Meanwhile, the competition isn't staying silent. Ford issued a brief statement saying it welcomes innovation in the truck market, while GM is reportedly accelerating development on a new rural-optimized Silverado trim. Ram? They're quietly surveying their dealership network to assess potential buyer reactions. But behind the scenes, it's clear the Terrain HD has thrown a wrench into the playbooks of every major automaker. Deere isn't just another startup. They have a 185-year history, multi-generational loyalty, and one of the strongest service networks outside the Big Three. And it's not just America watching. Industry insiders say John Deere may expand the Terrain HD globally, particularly to markets where the brand already dominates agriculture: Brazil, Australia, India, and parts of Europe. In regions where trucks double as both family vehicles and workhorses, Deere's blend of utility and smart tech could seriously challenge established models like the Toyota Hilux and the Ford Ranger, especially in markets where buyers already associate Deere with reliability and ruggedness. Talks are reportedly underway with international distributors to test the Terrain HD's performance in extreme climates and varying fuel quality standards. And if Deere adapts its hybrid system for biofuels, like sugarcane ethanol in Brazil or biodiesel in Europe, this truck could become a global agricultural powerhouse. Across the Pacific, Chinese automakers like BYD are also eyeing rural mobility with new hybrid and EV pickup models, often at aggressively low prices. But Deere's advantage lies in trust, brand heritage, and deep local integration. While BYD may be a leader in battery tech, it doesn't have John Deere's boots-on-the-ground infrastructure, nor the cultural foothold in American farm life. Still, this new wave of competition will likely push Deere to stay sharp on pricing, efficiency, and service delivery. In fact, some analysts believe Deere's launch of a domestic EV truck is a strategic preemptive strike, meant to build brand dominance before overseas challengers can gain traction in U.S. rural and working-class markets. At the heart of it all, the Terrain HD isn't just a truck. It's a signal that rural America is no longer an afterthought in the mobility revolution. It's a signal that technology can meet tradition without sacrificing identity, toughness, or utility. Deere understands that the people who feed, build, and power the country deserve more than repackaged luxury tech. They deserve a machine built for them. And with this truck, John Deere is saying, "You've been waiting long enough. Here it is." But the road ahead is far from smooth. Supply chain volatility, EV infrastructure gaps in rural zones, and fierce competition from Detroit, China, and Silicon Valley could all threaten the Terrain HD's success. The big question now: can Deere scale fast enough, deliver consistently, and maintain quality while entering one of the most competitive vehicle segments in America? If they can, this won't just be the launch of a new pickup. It'll be the start of an entirely new era in American auto history, one where the farm leads the future,